we cannot make up that. So today, actually, basically, I have two slides to share with you. Then I'll just ask you people to give me your feedback. Certain suggestions after I went through your all these contributions which you sent me and keep on sending. Still, I have to go through some. So certain points are there to just remember and to put into practice. For example, avoid giving ambiguous choices to MCQ. I think before this, I have another slide. I think I should begin with this. Suggestions after observation. Give extract. For example, it is extract. Either it is a poetry extract or that poem extract. Give the extract exactly the similar form and style as given in the text. And for example, poem lines, I know that when you are typing, no problem, the typing will go this and that, but we need to keep the lines and the words as, exactly as given in the text. So Sonia, I think that your lines were running in that paragraph form, but that is not, deliberate, and that will be typing problem was there. So you just said them right. If the lines are covering four, then we will cover four. If five, because there we cannot save the space. We need not save space there. There we will be exactly copying, exactly typing, whether it is semicolon or dash or whatever is that. So this is the basic spirit of the extract, and especially if it is literature extract. And same thing with the paragraph also. In paragraph also, if there are certain things given and some special characters are given, then we need to type also that. Second thing, options to MCQ need to be in context and sync with the context and the context of the background. I have seen that, okay, some, for example, there are four options, one, two, very good, fine. But rest of the two going out of the, context and becoming something very, unimaginable. We cannot compare these with other two, and then the student will get very, quick idea that, okay, this is, we in English we call that far flung. So far flung should not be there. That should be near about that,
Okay,
either
sir.
from that particular context or context background. So this type of MCQ we will develop. In certain
Okay.
cases, I have done editing. You must have got the idea also.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the that grammatical part also. Suppose we are giving one choice in simple past, then let us give rest of the choices in the same tense form. So we will not, grammatically and structurally, we will not be moving very different from one to another. For example, I'm giving you one example. Himanshu's that extract, and especially that poetry X, because he is developing that question paper, model question paper. So the choice which the child will pick up, it means the right choice, the right option. That in every case that is longer, that is covering one line or one and a half line, sometime two line. So the modus operandi, the candidate, if he or she is intelligent, he or she will easily get the idea. Okay, the teacher is explaining the right answer thoroughly and in perfect manner. So that should also not be there. Either if we are giving half line option, then others should be also of that similar length. It is not possible that one has one or two word and another has two lines. So that is also to be
Exactly.
avoided,
Mm.
and try to keep options as concise as possible. But here, concise does not mean that you just make it shorter and the
One, two.
student will get everything very easily. No, concise means that whatever is required, but unnecessary. Sometimes there is a repetition of the words, and we can avoid this and that. We can avoid one particular word without changing the meaning, without making much difference in the intention. Then reading passages need to be governed with by word limit as suggested by CBSE, because that 855 words that Himanshu had given in that comprehension passage one.
Mm.
That is the
Yes.
length of both the passages, and that is not to be taken. We need to consider this. Okay, maybe 50 plus minus may be possible, but if we are going that much, then that is I think in that case both will be burdened. the candidate will be burdened as well as you will be burdened. The paper setter will be burdened because the paper setter has to cover, and that I am coming to next point. He has to cover the whole passage. We cannot say that okay, we have covered the first half and only the second half or middle part only. We have to cover the whole. Then extrapolative questions. This I discussed with Nandini, and I think she is fine with this now. Extrapolative question when we have last that second last question, that 13th or 12th question, that must be framed in such a way that we keep the candidate away from writing story, rewriting story, and just going to story part. Because if he starts writing the story, then he has enough material. He will fill the pages, and the purpose will be defeated. So in that case, we have to frame the question in such a manner that the child is getting the theme, definitely picking the theme from the lesson, the chapter, but moving in a different direction. It means taking help of his own experiences and experiential learning and the situations left and right. So this will help the child, and this will serve the purpose of the board, just moving away from the rote memorization. And this is the best thing that we can test in extrapolated question. Then I come to my next slide. Avoid giving ambiguous choices to MCQ. Sometimes we give the choice ambiguous, and that is already covered because that in sync with the extract, and sometimes it becomes very humorous. For example, I'm giving you example. Suppose we say that the question is that the capital of India is, and we have given Delhi, we have given Mumbai, we have given Kolkata, and then we have given Los Angeles. So definitely, the last one is not as per the MCQ spirit, because we cannot expect that the child will be that much, innocent that he will not know that whether this city is in India. So near, of course, the cities must be metropolitan, bigger one, popular one, but we cannot move intercontinental. We cannot go from one continent to another continent. So similar thing, sometimes we give choices which are very either liked or which are unrelated. So that we have to avoid. Now I come to the visual. We need to visual. Swati will give some visual to that these passages. And visual, sometimes we go to that very complicated designing and very complicated patterns and drawing and sketching, because we are not masters, although is good at drawing also, but still that will take too much time. So avoid those type of things, whether you have taken from some source or whether you are yourself developing. Make that as crystal clear as possible so that there is no ambiguity, and basically we give that for interpretation. So if we are making it very zigzag and stuffed with things and items, then that will be difficult to interpret. So we need to take this thing into view also. And then cover the whole passage while framing comprehension questions. And this is for both. This is for the textual comprehension as well as the reading comprehension. When we have given certain thing, that is the that is the base on which we are just trying to ask questions. So then we need to cover the whole. I have seen extract in past, and you also might have the idea that there are 5 or 6 lines of that poem. Extract is that much long, but the question covers hardly 1 or 2 line, or sometimes it is only 1 line, and otherwise there are the context questions. So try to cover the whole as far as the possible. As far as possible, I am saying, because it is sometimes you are going to context part, sometimes you are going to literary part, that for example these figure with speech, etc., and review each other's work as meticulously, professionally, and ethically as possible. This is very important. This I want, that when you are reviewing each other's work, then you put in more effort than you are putting in your own task. This is my humble suggestion, and this is the this is the basic fundamental quality of doing good work. When we are in a team, suppose I am putting hard work in my work, and I do others work casually, then what will happen? I review others work casually, then what will happen? That that will not be ethical. That's why I have put here ethically. Ethically means you put in your. I'm not saying that you make drastic changes, but you just make some changes, and just tell that person that okay, this can be done. That's why that when I am making some editing in your part. I am just doing that, shading that with blue ink, and where I want change, I am just shading that in red. So that you can do. Ultimately, the this prerogative goes to the contributor, that what he or she wants. Maybe that I can change, no problem, but the reviewer has very important response. So go through that particular part very meticulously, professionally, and see all the things, the difficulty level, the basic nature of the question, and the suitability, the context, all these things. That for that you need to give time. You need to give time, because that's why I told you that day that MCQ setting question is not that much easy. It is easy to write answers. And the problem with the education system is that we don't set good questions. We don't ask good questions to the students, even in the class, not only in the question paper. We don't ask good questions. And that's why students are not learning. Asking good question is also helping the children learning better. Now, try to be specific, target oriented, and now start moving from rough task, rough draft to the fair draft. Now this is the time we have to move. Now we have to finalize the things, because we cannot say okay today and tomorrow and day after. No, we have to now start finalizing the things, so that we know that okay, my 50% work is done, 60 done, 40 done. So we have to now go for fine tuning. For example, the reviewer has given return you, then you just go through that, make changes, and finalize that. Okay, keep that in word, because that changes may be possible later on also. We will have a joint sitting also. We will discuss certain. It is not possible that we will discuss the whole support material in one go, one meeting. That is not possible. But we will try to have some discussion. Especially, we will give it to the contributor that which part he or she wants to be discussed with the whole team. Because that will give two minds better than one, and five brains definitely better than two. So this we will do. But before that, you have to make finalization on your part that my this work is finished. Collaborate with each other for betterment. When we talk to each other, when we take each other's help, then that is only for producing better product. And the final purpose, the purpose of the team is to produce better package for the students. And this is the very important last one. Keep yourself happy. Don't get stressed, one thing. And remain stress free. And don't keep yourself, burdened with so many assignments. Don't just go with doing this thing, that thing, that thing. Sometimes try to speak blunt no. And this we are very gentle that we don't say no, but sometime if we have for example 5 6 assignment at a time, and everybody calling you that do this thing, this thing, this thing, so definitely the quality suffers. So it is better, it is suggestion, it is not a command, it is a suggestion that keep yourself free from multiple assignments, so that you are focusing on one or two. Because one bird in hand is better and equal to two in bush. That saying
Bush.
is
Doing bush. Yes,
explaining this
doing
thing.
bush.
So this is because we need to give them. It is I have seen people that they go hurriedly, and this is not in we people's team. We all are very hardworking people, and we want that people should appreciate us, not with the position we have, but with the work we do. So I think that these are my points to just discuss with you. And now we will just have a review that how much is done, whether there are some problems coming, and if as a reviewer what you have already covered, and these things we will discuss. So I'll stop sharing, and now I will first call Nandini for this discussion. Okay, Nandini, over to you.
Thank you, sir.